okay to be upset, angry, or in pain. It's not so good to stay there. Last week we spoke about observing something that we don't like, or a criticism, in an inner criticism occurs. And why that is, it's to identify something that is not in alignment. But what do I do with it? In my mind, in the 3D, I would correct it from a 3D level. So I would go into the conflict. I would speak up or hide or feel the pain. I would work to either confront, to fight, or to overcome. So the criticism inside is there to give me energy for action. But it's not always a 3D situation, especially if you're living or trying to live a 5D reality. Everything that is in our reality has a story, has a meaning, has a motive for being in our consciousness. Whether it's global, personal, if it's micro, macro. There you go. So the higher quality of the heart is a pink gold color. We mix the higher octave of the heart chakra, which is pink, and the gold. It's the color of higher light wheels, higher in frequency, not higher in level. So very often, how could I accept or love someone who has hurt me, insulted me, stolen from me? And it is our intention to do so, and then pull it deeper into the deep heart. So bring into your imagination, into your visualization, this issue, this thing that is upsetting you. And hopefully you've done some work on it the last week. Oh, it's already going. And allow the fifth dimensional symbol to bridge into first your heart. So if it's a conflict, bring it into your heart, and there's nothing you need to do, just by allowing it to come into your heart. That's all you need to do. And then take it deeper to the back. That's how it goes. The deep heart Your physical being, the one you relate to, is the third dimensional being. You are a multi-dimensional being with awareness and consciousness in this level. If you could recognize yourself as this multi-dimensional being, you could visit your fifth dimensional being. You could even be an angel in another dimension. So it is pulling it through. You are the vessel and the consciousness for this 3D reality, but you are also a filter of a much higher dimension. So by bringing it in through your physical heart, your heart chakra, and looping it into however you perceive your deep heart, it is a different dimension of yourself that is bringing it and filtering it into consciousness. It's like if you were to walk a little faster, your heartbeat and your breathing rhythm would accelerate just by natural process, by bridging it, this conflict or this issue into your heart and taking it deeper into the deep heart. The process is bridging your higher dimensional consciousness to become active in this experience. Okay. So it's giving your higher dimensional being something to do in this level. I hope it's making sense. It's as if by bridging it into your heart and then deeper through, your higher dimensional being can sit or become or be more present in the third dimension. And just, we will never, while we are alive in this body, we will never fully be a fifth dimensional being. We will always have the third dimension as the vessel. But you can become more and more aware of your other consciousness becoming more. That's the closest I can get. Okay. So with this consciousness in mind, see if you can, this conflict, first of all, bring it through your heart as if it were going through, threading through your heart, looping back in behind your heart, looping and coming back around full circle into the conflict or into the issue. And try and stay as neutral as possible. If you can generate compassion, that's fine. So here with the gold is the color of wisdom. So by being willing to pull it through into your heart and back further with the color of wisdom, it's very likely that you will become more aware of certain aspects, a fuller picture, not an ego identified judgment on what you're perceiving. So whatever it is, just pull it through your heart, loop it around, back further deeper into your dimensional being, and back out again. So if you'd like to imagine, like the Russian dolls, like a mamushka, that this activity brings into alignment a higher dimensional aspect of yourself. So just for imagination's sake, if you were a higher level being, a light being, an angel, a soul, star, and you are sitting in this other dimension, this other dimensional you. You create the flow of this fifth dimensional glyph, golden, looping through your heart, back into your angel heart, your higher dimensional heart, and back out. connecting to the universal wisdom. If you had a deeper heart or more awareness, would this situation still cause you this discomfort or this pain? Can you open up your consciousness to see more? So imagine if a child were to lie to you and you see straight through this lie, would you get angry or would you understand that they're trying to protect themselves or stay safe? So how can a higher dimensional viewpoint or more wisdom change this situation, this conflict? And remember, the observer changes what is being witnessed, observed. Can my heart, my wisdom, can I change how I see it? And can, because it's being witnessed in a different way, can it change? So this thing goes through the filter of my heart. It's just my willingness to allow it to go through my heart. And then through, deeper through to my awakened heart, my higher dimensional heart, and then back out. Like a dialysis for the subject going through a heart and then a deeper heart and back out. Each time it filters, it is clearer, more accepted. So again, what would a child do if it knew it was totally accepted? Or what would you do if you knew you were totally accepted? Not from a mental aspect, just totally accepted. We are so judgmental of ourselves that it's easier to criticize something on the outside, but that certainly will have a particle within ourselves that is vibrating at the same frequency. So by the willingness to embrace it, to bless it. And then bring it further in. There we go. Try and get your mind out of the equation as much as possible. And in this activity, you're giving your higher dimensional consciousness being to interface. Usually when we meditate, it's to go into the spiritual realm and we leave the third dimension. And when we're in life, we're in the third. By doing this exercise, being mindful of bridging it through, the willingness to go through your heart and into your deeper heart, you're creating a connection between your aspects. And so just like a tree that turns carbon dioxide into oxygen, something that is healthy and vibrant, without doing anything else, you can become a tree. That whatever you witness is something not pleasant or annoying or difficult, just by filtering it through your two hearts and literally doing nothing, just the willingness to do it, is transforming your consciousness, and that's what you're looking for. And in my observation, what this does, it creates space just by being witnessed. It creates space in that which you're witnessing to have a different experience, to go in a different direction. When I see something as blocked, as in difficult, painful, whatever it is, it's a night sky. It is a dark canvas. And by creating this flow, there's a speck of light, like a star. And as soon as there is light, even if it's from one consciousness, you can start to expand it. soon as there's a speck of light, even though it's a symbol or an analogy, if there are more people involved in the situation, they will feel or they will be inspired to move upon this light. It's as if a window of possibility becomes more available, more aware in consciousness. Okay. A deep breath in